This is Goddess Ellie here, and I wanted to go over our brand new clan website. It's at laughingatdestiny.shifter.com. I'll put the URL out on a group wall on our old Bungie site, so you'll have it, because we're going to be deactivating the wall on the old site, so everybody should be coming to our new site. When you first start using the site, if you don't have a Shifter account already, they're going to make you create one. It's pretty simple. Just put in your username, email, password, check the box that says I'm not a robot, and then create your account. Once you actually create the account, you'll be able to fill out an application to get into the clan. You can get to it by hitting the apply button in the upper right hand corner, or under important info, there's become a laugher. The first section is about your main character. For your main character's name, you actually want to put in your Xbox One gamer tag, because this is what's going to show up across the site, and we'll like to know who you actually are. For type, it's just your hunter, titan, or warlock, your level, and your highest standing light. The next section is about you. This is the player information. For the player type, we want to know, do you want to be a tower guard or a tower citizen? I'll go a little bit more in depth about ranks later, but for now, just know that tower guards are expected to participate in the scheduled weekly events, and tower citizens are more social. They just like to hang out, and if they do sign up for events, they're going to be alts. Next up is which activities are you interested in. This isn't a definitive list. This is just kind of to let us know, what do you want to do with the clan? Finally, we have the legal stuff on the bottom, quote unquote, for the clan agreement. You'll see links here to go out to our clan goals, clan rules, and weekly schedule. Be sure to read those over. The admins and I have put in a lot of thought about where we want to take the clan and what type of structure we want for it. So it would be nice if you also knew what we wanted to do with Laughing at Destiny. So the next two are just and I understand the scheduled events will occur in the evening Central Time, not Central Time United States, and that you've read their clan rules and guidelines and you agree to abide by them. Then you're going to submit your application. The admins will take a look at your application and go ahead and approve it, or we'll send you a message if we have any questions. Once you actually come back and you have been approved, you're going to log in and you'll see some new content that you weren't able to see as a guest to the site. Just to give you a heads up, you may see some things on my screen that's not going to be on your screen, like some little admin tools and stuff like that. That's just because I'm the admin and you're not. So, the first thing that you're going to notice here is that we now have a calendar. Yay! This is going to make it a lot easier for us to be able to sign up for events. For example, say you wanted to sign up for a normal King's Fall. So here I have some information about a King's Fall raid, just the normal stuff you see that I always put out there on the old Bungie site. You can also see who has already signed up. You'll see that there's these roles of tank, damage, and support. It doesn't matter which one you pick. We're just ignoring this. It comes with the site, but it doesn't really fit in with Destiny. So if you want to show up to an event, you want to click Add. And it's going to pop up with your name, and you can select whichever character you want. So if you have more than one character, you can select that particular character. Like I said, the role doesn't matter, and if you're attending or not. The majority of the time, I'm going to want you to tell me something, like a time slot, if you have unique weapons, if you're a tether hunter, or a bubble titan, or whatever. You can add in your comments here saying, I'm a Bubble Titan, and I will be available to start the raid between 7:30 and 9 o'clock. And then just post a comment, and that way I'll have it there for you. So let's go back to home. If you want to see the entire calendar, you can see it here, and it has all the different events that we're going to be having, and I'll be filling in more events as we get going with the new site. Now, there may be a question that you have based on that event, which was the characters. So, if we come up here to roster, and you can find yourself. So here I am, Goddess Ellie, and it has my character on here, my hunter. So the way that you can add in characters is you can either click on a character to edit them, and this brings up that character, and I can edit it. And here, you'll see that we ask for the character's name. I put an asterisk here just so that it sorts my main character to the top, but it's not necessary. It's just nice for me to have. So it's Goddess Ellie and then -H. The -H lets me know it's a hunter, so that way when I glance at people's signups, I know exactly if you're a hunter, or a Titan is T, or Warlock is a W. And in here, you're going to fill out that character's level, its character type, its light level, which type of activities you're interested in for this character. Is it your main, your secondary, or your tertiary? And any unique weapons that you have for this character. If you have more than one character, you can also add a character and do the same exact thing. So this time, say if it was for my Titan, I would say Goddess Ellie -T and select a character type of Titan and fill in all the information for that particular character. So for example, if we come back here to the listing of all the members, you'll see Razlath here. Razlath has 3 characters listed, his Titan, his Hunter, and his Warlock. You'll also notice here that there are some ranks. We've introduced ranks into the new site for the clan, so that way we have a little bit more structure. First off, we have the Tower Voice, which is me, Goddess Ellie. Underneath me is the Tower Council, which are 2 admins, Razlath and Nedgeling. The Tower Vanguard are our fire team captains. They do impromptu events, they check in on our members, etc. And they're the Tower Vanguard. Tower Guard is all of our active members, which I talked about before. These are the members that are going to be held to the participation rules that you have to do at least one scheduled event in every 30 days. Tower Citizens are just our social people who want to hang out, occasionally sign up as alternates to events, just chat with us. And Drifters are Guardians that have gone inactive. We don't know exactly where they went, but they're inactive, so they get downgraded to Drifters. Back on the home page, we again have our calendar here, which I went over first because I think it's the most important thing. You'll see also that I'll post some news items here. Right now it just says that we have a new site. You'll see on the side you have your latest activity, your latest posts, hottest threads, etc. and so forth. We also have a poll on the site right now on the main page to tell us what you think about the new site. And we have a countdown going right now for the new content. But underneath of that, we have a shout box. you can just type in a short message here and hit submit, and it'll be added to the top of the list. This is actually a good place to say, hey, I need one more for a raid, or looking to go flawless on trials. Is anybody interested? Whatever. So I mentioned forums before, and these are our new forums. We actually have it broken out now into sections, so it's going to be a little bit easier to find things. We're going to have our general discussions, which is anything about the clan or Destiny, our guides, and our random topics. So for example, I'm going to click on general discussions, and you're going to see that we already have 3 threads out there. And I'm going to click on Scream's thread about the Xur update, and I think it would be nice, so I voted yes, for him to give us a little update of where Xur is every week and what he has, so that way we don't have to go off and find him all on our own. So for example, Xur's over in the speaker's room. This is the information he has, but this is kind of an example of what you may find on the general discussion. Under guides, you'll see some of the guides that we had previously out on the Bungie website, and Razloth has moved it over, so you can go ahead and click on them and you read through them. It has a lot of really good information in there, so if you've never seen this before, you should probably go look at it. If you ever want to apply to something, you can by just hitting the add reply button. This one is actually disabled because it's an announcement, just having links to other ones, so that way you'll actually know what that looks like. On the top, I also have a link out to the Bungie website, so if we ever need to get back, we can. So that is nice to have. On the top here, there are some buttons. Who's online will pop up a little window down here who shows who's online. Currently, just me. There's also a chat window, so you could chat with the fellow people that are online. Say hello. There's also messages. So you can send messages to other members, and I will be able to send out messages to you guys as a group now to let you know when any special events are coming up. And that last icon just takes you to a listing of all the different activity that's been going on in the site, so that way if you haven't checked the site in a while, you can go there and see what's been going on. So that is a very high level overview of our new site. If you have any questions, just ask Goddess Ellie or Razloth or Nuzhling, and we'll be able to point you in the right direction. We really hope that you like the new site. It is currently free, and that's why we have an ad up here. But if people want to donate days, then that's great, but it is by no means required. So that is what this little donate box down here is for. So that way you don't have to see ads. But we really like it, and we hope that you like it too. If you have any comments or suggestions, also be sure to let the admins know, because we want to know what you guys think about it. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you in Destiny soon.